Hello, everyone. I wanted to let you know about something that happened early this morning. So, I live in a really small town. It's so small that there's not a Greyhound station here. The nearest one we have to drive about an hour to get to. So, I took this friend of mine to the Greyhound station, and the bus was running about an hour late, and there was like 3 or 4 other travelers that were getting on the same bus. So we waited for the bus to arrive. And once it did, there was a few people that went to the gas station of which it's attached to, and it was closed. It was closed probably a good hour and a half before they arrived. So these people, get huffy and upset, which I don't blame them because, you want to take a break, go to the bathroom, get something to snack on or drink, whatever. So, and in case you're wondering, the reason my shirt's wet is because I just washed my hair. So, anyway, um, so we get my friend on the bus, and there's a few people that got off the bus. And one gentleman got off. He's probably early 50s, not judging by hair color or anything like that. But he was wearing a veteran hat, and he just so happened to catch me as I was about ready to close my door. And he's like, so where am I? So I gave him the city of which I was in. And he's like, so where's the courthouse? And I, pointed the direction of the courthouse. He's like, about how far away is that? And I was like, about 3.5 miles. And he's like, wow, that's a long distance, especially carrying a big backpack that's overloaded and a couple other packs. He just looked like he was packing a good 40 pounds on him. And so I asked him, I'm like, so where are you from? And, just carrying on a conversation like, people should. And, he was telling me where he's from and whatnot. So he wasn't from my area at all. And so I asked him if he needed a ride because it didn't seem like he knew anybody there. And he's like, yeah, that'd be great. So there was another gentleman that was waiting for his friend to get on the bus as well. And I figured, well, I had groceries and stuff in my van. It would be easier if he was going the same direction to take this gentleman to where he needed to go. And so I asked him, I'm like, hey, are you heading, over this way toward the courthouse? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you mind taking this gentleman that direction? Because, I'm heading that way anyway, but he has, nothing in his car. And he's like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't know you. I'm not going to do it. And I was like, okay, I befriended a total stranger myself, okay? It's not easy to do, even as an adult. You've still got to put your guard up, but at the same time, you've got to let a little bit of it go. Everybody's a stranger from the day you're born. Eventually you get to know people, and eventually you get, let the kindness break through. So I was like, I just shrugged it off. I'm like, whatever, dweeb, whatever. So I went ahead and told this guy, I'm like, if you still need a ride, I'll take you down there. And he's asking questions like if there's a restaurant available, and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, there's a gas station, and across the street's a 24-hour restaurant. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, I popped the trunk, and I was like, you can put your luggage back there and, go ahead and get in. And I had another passenger with me, and she's, walking with a cane. So she sat in the front, and which made it easier for her. And he got in the back seat, and we basically gabbed about his life and about his child and what he plans on doing because he plans on retiring. And 3.5 miles later, he makes it to the destination of which he wanted to go. And I pointed out, where the courthouse was because that's where he needed to be, which he was 5.5 hours early for. But the whole point of the story is there's people out there that don't ask for money, would just like to have a little bit of help. And it doesn't have to be even, just a moment of your time. You know, if it means talking to them for a few minutes, giving them a smile, opening a door, you know, kindness goes a long way and in many different directions. So if you're available, if you're willing, if you're if you just want to lend a hand, do it. You know, there's so much going on in today's society and in the world that kindness is something that we need to administer more of and eliminate the hate and the negativity that's going on. So take some advice from me. Please smile, be kind to your neighbors, be kind to others, do as you want to be done for you. Just be nice. That's all it takes.